I don't know. I don't know. Reality's fucking weird, man. So you gotta do things in the face of uncertainty, accept the lostness rather than trying to fight it and trying to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey guys, so I'm honestly not even gonna do an intro because I was sitting, because I've been wanting to do a video on this for a while. And I finally sat down and I want to start taking more notes for my videos and actually like, I don't know, put more work into the prep work. But, you know, then I've been looking at some of my old YouTube videos and I used to just like literally think of something, sit there and reflect upon it, and then I'd get so like ivry or so, I don't know what the word is in English, so pumped up about it or so like baffled by it that I just was like, I'm just gonna film it right now. And I kind of want to do that again. I want to, you know, I keep saying my channel is like, I want to try to be real and raw and all of that stuff, and so I wasn't planning on making this video right now. And, you know, I don't have makeup on. Oh my god, I'm so ugly. Just kidding. I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying I'm, like, the prettiest in the world, but, like, I don't like being like, oh, I'm ugly. I have my moments, definitely. I definitely have my moments. It depends on my mood. So, I was thinking about the topic of feeling lost. And, I don't know. I was gonna do this for Motivation Makeup Monday, but then now, I don't know. I might not even post this, but, like, thinking about this, these kind of things are interesting to me. I kind of came up with a theory, and it might be stupid, and it might be like, okay, that's not that creative, and it isn't really. It's just like interesting to think of. So here goes. I have notes here, guys. So I basically was wondering to myself, you know, about feeling lost, like, cause like I feel like my whole life I've had this inherent inherent lostness. I feel like that should be a book or something. I've had this inherent lostness. I've had this inherent lostness, and sometimes it's stronger than others. But for a long time, I like feel like I tried to run away from it, and I think that a lot of us do. And my theory is that we all feel lost. This is what I'm getting to. I miss philosophy. Not that philosophy is always like this. Like, this is more existential philosophy. Anyway, so I was thinking about this, and and then I came to the thought that I think some of the reason why we feel lost inherently, like I feel like we all inherently feel lost to a degree, and it can come in waves. I think it's because inherently, I keep saying inherently, because fundamentally, we don't know anything. Like, we don't know shit. I feel like as we grow up, we're like indoctrinated or like told or whatever by society that we know things and that we have all these labels and names that we put on things. And, you know, there's this saying that goes something like, you know, that we're born into a booming, buzzing confusion as babies. Because we are. But then, you know, as we grow up, I feel like we're, like, indoctrinated to think that we know things, like, fundamentally. It's like we put names on things and labels on things. I actually wrote a paper once on... Sorry, my dad just walked into the room. My cat has to go to the vet. Plot twist. We do know that. Just kidding. But I was gonna say that I actually wrote a paper once about naming things and labeling things, and how sometimes, or the majority of the time, it actually inhibits us from knowing the true nature of things, because just by like giving it a name or like a label, we inherently think we understand something about it, or we've like put it in a box. It was like kind of an interesting paper. It was like my first year of university, I think, or second. So we put everything in boxes, and we think that everything can be like constrained and understood. And we do understand a lot for humans. Like, we understand a lot oh, that reminds me of a Joe Rogan thing, where he says something about like, oh, we know a lot for people. But basically, compared to everything else, we don't know that much. I'll put the clip in, probably, maybe. I might not even edit this that much. I want to be like old Maren. I didn't used to edit my videos that much. Yeah. And so we grow up basically being told you need to know, you need to learn, you need to have knowledge, you need to know things, and you need, you know, basically meet the right person, meet the one, as if, I don't know, as if you need to somehow can know who's right for you, as somehow you have all the knowledge to know your purpose. Like, if purpose is even a thing, we don't even know if it's a thing. Like, we don't know, like, anything in the grand scheme of things. And this is just a baffling topic to think of. And once you go down the rabbit hole, it's like, you can never get out. This is like, if you are a philosophy student, you know what I mean. The conclusion to my philosophy degree. We know nothing. Like, we know shit. We know shit? No. We know, I don't know. I don't know. Didn't make any sense. But yeah, but then I think we, like, again, inherently, or like, we have this inherent feeling, this thing that just never goes away, where we know we're still that kid that is born into a booming, buzzing confusion. Deep down inside, we know that we don't understand things properly, or like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry if this is all over the place, but I think basically society has tricked itself into, everyone's running away from the fact that the world is uncertain, first of all, and that we don't have the knowledge to make the right decisions. We don't have the knowledge to know if we're marrying the right person. Like, you know, this whole idea of the one, and the idea that we could ever possibly know things 100% is such a false notion. And I think that we know that. Like, just instinctively, that's a good way of putting it. We know instinctively that we don't know shit. And so we end up sitting with this feeling of feeling lost, because we can't really make decisions knowing that they're 100% right. And I think this is somewhat where anxiety comes from, is really being aware that life is pretty chaotic. And it's like, we seem to, like, I'm gonna repeat myself a lot, but we grow up denying this, or we more and more deny this, and we're like, no, we can control things, and no, we know things. Like, I mean, look at this, like, we have a name for this, we know this, like, it is this, so we have a name for it. But it's like, bitch, doesn't mean you know shit. But yeah, so, sorry, I'm looking at notes. So we're told, you should know who you are, that's a big one. Know who you are, like, you know, stand up for yourself, and like, but like, as much as I feel like I know who I am, I also don't know who the fuck I am. Like, I like feel like I'm constantly changing, and I'm currently in a part of my life where, like, I don't know. I know who I am, kind of, at the core, but at the same time, I'm like becoming a bit of a different person in a way, and I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I'm realizing I like things I didn't know I liked that much before. Like, I've started painting, and like, I feel like even like my YouTube channel is taking a different turn, and I'm trying to spice things up, and like, and then I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't really know who I am, and I am coming to terms with that. And I think that, this is a point I was getting to earlier, that yeah, since everyone's told that we do know things, and you should know, you should know who you are, and we kind of, what's it called? Lure oss selv. We fool ourselves into thinking that everyone else knows who they are and knows what they're doing to more of an extent than you do, and so you feel bad about feeling lost, and you feel like you're a failure and you should go die in a corner. I don't fucking know. Like, it's just like, and so this lostness gets this bad feeling. It's like this bad taste in your mouth that, oh my god, I'm lost. And like, you feel like everyone has shit figured out, and it's like, guess what, bitch? They don't. We don't have anything figured out. Like, reality. The reality is that there's so much that's uncertain and so much that's unknown. You don't know if walking out the door tomorrow to go to the bus is gonna kill you. Like, we don't know anything. And here's the positive thing, or I don't know if it's positive. We're all lost, and we all need to come to terms with that, and that doesn't have to be negative. That is just admitting that we don't know that much. And you know what? I think that's kind of beautiful, that we don't know shit. I mean, we know, like I said earlier, we know a lot for people. Like, for being humans. When you think of it, this is some, what's it called? A proposition? This is something that I've thought about. When you think of, like, compare humans to, what's something that's not that intelligent, and I don't want to bash another species. Dogs are intelligent. Don't get me wrong, but compare a human to a dog. And like, humans can make all these tools, all this technology, and we consider that being more intelligent. Now you could also debate what is intelligence, and are we necessarily more intelligent than other animals, or are we just differently intelligent? And that's a whole other debate. But assuming intelligence equates to like being able to make technologies and tools, basically is what that is. Advanced tools is what technology is. But just compare those two, and then do a same comparison from humans to like aliens that are like the same amount more smarter than us, or like they know that much more. Like, I don't know, like just comparing the possibilities of the knowledge that's out there, like we just don't know that much. Now I lost my point that I was on earlier. Oh my god. Truth of the matter is that we're all lost kids in ourselves still, I think. Maren from the future hair editing. I just wanted to add a little point on this idea of the world being uncertain and chaotic and unknown. I don't think it's something we should be scared of. If anything, I think it's something that's beautiful and something that we should embrace. It's almost like we should try to go back to being these little kids in this booming, buzzing confusion that we don't understand anything really, and you know, there's a humbleness to that we don't understand things at their basis. And also, I don't know if you can remember being a kid and how curious I feel like most kids are. I feel like everyone's born curious and like almost like a philosopher, and that through putting all these labels on things and acting like we understand things fundamentally, we aren't curious anymore. Like, we don't hone that natural curiosity because we assume that we know things by putting these labels on things. Anyways, so, you know, even though a kid doesn't understand much, that doesn't stop the kid from doing things and from exploring and from being curious. So I don't know, I want to make a whole other video on like that everyone is a curious child, or we all have this curious child inside of us, and it just matters to connect back with that child. I don't know if that made any sense, but I have no idea where I'm gonna put this in the video, but hey, go back to past Maren now. Some of us realize it to more of an extent than others. I feel like because I've been studying philosophy, I feel it more because I'm so hyperly aware of things and I think a lot. And so, I don't know, what point was I getting to? Why do I do this to myself? Basically, how I like to think of it is that we don't know shit. Or I don't know shit. I don't really know who I am. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, I forgot. Oh my god, what I was gonna say earlier is that there's actually this one philosopher, I don't remember his name, but it's in existentialism, and he talks about how we always strive to be. We want to be something. We want to be something. And that we're never going to be something. The only time we are something is when we die, because then you stop becoming things. And it's this idea of identity. This is kind of off topic, I think, kind of. But it's this idea that identity isn't known, and it can never be known throughout your whole life until maybe when you die. But even then, it's hard to like say who you are. But the point is that you're never just gonna be something. You're gonna be becoming your whole life. I don't know how that related. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, this is just becoming messy. But what I like to say is that we're all lost. We don't know that much. We may not know things, and we may not really be able to make decisions properly, or like, you know, you don't know who is the right person to marry. You don't know really what your purpose is, or even if there is a purpose. But it matters that we accept this unknowingness in all its glory, and that we talk about it, and that everyone knows that other people feel lost. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Let me know. Actually, like this video if you feel lost, or leave me a comment for the universe to see. Or if you resonate with any of what I'm saying. Like, have you kind of felt this inch of you that's been lost like your whole life? Even when you think you have the most shit together. Was that a drop? I think it's leaking. Something's leaking like from the roof. I don't know. We need to basically my motto is like, do things anyways. Even this is like goes for anything, like making a YouTube channel. You might not know what the fuck you're doing. You might not know the direction of your YouTube channel. I don't really know the direction of my YouTube channel at this point. But you gotta do it anyways. You gotta do things in the face of uncertainty. Accept the lostness rather than trying to fight it and trying to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and like, you know, freaking out about it. Just do something and follow that path. It might not actually be the right path, like, but then again, what is rightness, you know? Like, whatever path you choose is probably gonna be, it's gonna be the right path, because, I don't know, you're gonna, like, grow from it. This is, like, becoming way too convoluted. But, just take from this video, we don't know that much, we don't know what decisions are correct, you might not really know what your purpose is, or if purpose is really a thing, but it matters just that in the face of uncertainty that you do something that makes you feel good, even if you don't know the direction of it. Like, for example, like I just said about my YouTube channel, like, I don't know where it's going, I don't know, guys. I don't know what this video is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a very rambly, ranty, old-fashioned Maren video, like I used to do these before on my channel. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video and subscribe, possibly. I'm gonna go. I might not ever post this because it was all over the place, but I appreciate you guys. I don't have a top comment today because this was very spontaneous. Peace! Bye. So I just watched the clip over and I realized I kind of forgot a fundamental part of this video because my dad interrupted me at a part of it. I was talking about, you know, that we're born into a buzzing confusion and all that stuff. And I don't know if I got to the point that we fundamentally don't know questions, or like the fundamental questions like what is reality. Hey guys, Maren editing again. I just want to give credit to the following clip. It is by a YouTube channel called Pursuit of Wonder, and the video is called Unknown Everything. I'll link it up here and in the description bar. Total credit to them. I love that video and I love that channel. It just really summarizes the fact that we like don't know the fundamentals questions of reality. So yeah, it's just a little clip from them. Hopefully I can use it. I think it's considered fair use, so yeah.
At this point, no one truly knows what's going on in any fundamental sense. We don't even know why we sleep or dream. We don't know how most of our brain works or what consciousness is. We don't know if time is real in any physical sense. We don't know what gravity is or why it is. We don't know if there are infinite other universes or dimensions around us right now. We don't know why energy or matter even came to be in the first place, or why it was followed by a perfect sequence of colliding, combining, exploding, and emerging, all to put us here, right now, able to ask why. At the base of almost everything, the resulting statement is, we don't know.
You know, I remember thinking about this as a kid and trying to compare it to nothingness, and then being like, oh, well, what is it like to be nothing? And I just remember, like, I've told this story before on my channel, and I just remember being like, oh, whoa, reality's fucking weird, man. Sound like a little hippie kid. Like, I was young, like, it's one of my earliest memories. And, it's this idea that we fundamentally don't know what reality is. We don't know, like, not only don't we know decisions to make, like I mentioned in the video, but we literally don't understand the fundamentals of what life is. Like, you know, and oh, why are we here? And all those questions. But the craziest one is thinking about what reality is, because if you try to compare it to, like, things not existing, it's fucking crazy. And even, like, you know, what is real? And I know I'm gonna sound crazy. I feel like it's a classic philosophy student moment video breakdown. Philosophy student has a breakdown. But anyways, I don't know, I wish that you guys could be in my head. I wish that I had someone I could relate more to on this level. Maybe that's also why I feel, no, that's more why I feel lonely, because I rarely, if ever, have found anyone who understands me on this level, like philosophy level, and like just like talking about topics like this. People usually just look at me like I'm fucking crazy. I think that's partly why I have my YouTube channel, or at least I used to make way more videos like this in the past. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video though, and I'm just gonna let you guys go into the outro. I don't know where I'm gonna put this clip. Maybe it's just gonna be right at the end, but let me know if you like this kind of more spontaneous, chill video. And I don't know if I explained myself correctly. That's the thing with philosophy, is that it doesn't make sense when it comes out of my mouth, but it makes sense in my head, and I don't know how to explain shit. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go.